Okay, I'm gonna do this part one for you, but I'm gonna do it really fast because it's hard to get in 60 seconds. I have epilepsy really bad. Stress and heat activate my seizures. I had just got back from General Dollar. We were renovating one of our houses. This was with my ex that I was with for 5 years, that had a problem with addiction. So if he wasn't stealing my medication, robbing my safe, or robbing me, or stealing my cards and trying to wipe out my accounts, he was stealing from other people. He had a really bad drug problem. So when I got out of the car, I immediately had a seizure, a bad one. The nosy neighbors way across the street called the police, not us. By the time the police get there, and they didn't call the ambulance. By the time the police got there, yes, I was rowdy and I was trying to fight them because when I first come up, I'm not knowing where I'm at. That's where they tried to give me that other charge. They got me calmed down enough to get into the house. And my husband just wanted me to stay there so he could leave, but I wasn't having it. He wanted that bank card. Woo, I'm trying not to show y'all too much because y'all know they be thinking I'm naked. Okay, so part two. I get up, I'm all messed up. The police are there. My ex-husband had took my debit card, which had my name on it, not his. It's to one of my bank accounts. It was actually to one of my business accounts. We all get inside because he was trying to get us settled down, the officers. Then a couple of other officers showed up. My ex-husband and his sister showed up. Now, his sister knew what was going on because we were pretty cool. And literally, like, it went from calm conversation to, woo, whirlwind. I'm having a conversation with the officer all of a sudden who was Creole. And I have certain things in my house that are put up. And he went and did a walk around the house and he saw something he didn't like. By the time he came back around the corner, he snatched my arms, threw me up on the wall. And I mean high up on the wall. Okay, so then the officer comes around the corner and he's Creole. As you guys know, I'm in the South, but I'm in the deep, deep South. Over in the county where I was, it is still very, very racist. They have a black and a white cemetery, okay? Can we say go back home to Las Vegas? So the officer came back around and my husband had said, no, let her stay in the home. I want her to stay here. I'll leave. He had my debit card, which he was going to wipe out. I said, no, give me my debit card. And the officer was arguing back and forth. And like, basically what in the state of Alabama, whatever's yours, his, and whatever's his is yours. So hell no, I know my rights. I'm not fucking stupid. My mom's an attorney and my uncle's a judge. Come on. Well, apparently I pissed him off and whatever he saw around the corner, which I'm not going to talk about. So he had me up on the wall, handcuffed me. I have 2 shattered discs in my neck. He threw number 4. So he had me handcuffed. My husband then at the time was screaming, get off her, because I have 2 shattered discs in my neck. I have a bone disorder where most of all my bones are either broken or fractured. I have epilepsy really bad. I've got a lot of health issues. And still nobody was concerned that I just had a major freaking seizure. No ambulance, nothing. So the officer starts arguing with me. I'm going to say the Creole one because we kind of just whatever. And I said, I want my car. So he arrested me. So he goes to take me out of the back part of the house and just threw me off the porch. Threw me off in handcuffs. It's not like I can catch myself, nothing. Threw me straight off of a porch. Even his partner was like, dude, chill, man. Oh my God. They walked me over to the car. And my husband at the time is like, I'm going to come get you. And I number 5. Okay, so the officer proceeds to put me in the car with my handcuffs on. I have a shattered, I shattered my hip. I had 2 broken ribs and 2 shattered discs in the back. Had already had a major seizure. And on the way to go down to the jail, which is not that far because it's a little county, it's a county from here across the water. So to get to the jail, he hit every curb he could possibly hit to make sure that I'm hitting that back plastic panel. I literally was damn near in tears. And I'm just like, look, I'm already going to jail, dude, man, chill out, man. What the His partner even said, man, you might want to slow down. I mean, little did they know who they had in the back of that car. So they get me to jail. I go through processing. Y'all know what that is. And they had me listed as Mexican. They put me in the back with the girl. There was part 6. Okay, so we get to the jail. I'm all banged up, even worse. They get me into processing, get me into the back, and the back of the women's jail, I shit you not, it's all gangrene. They have it like literally plastic over it and say not to go over there. But my cell that I'm supposed to be in is like right over there. I wasn't going in there. So the girls actually saw that I was really fucked up. So and most of us, it's a small town. So they were cool. They went and got out the mat for me and I just laid right there. And one of them gave me tea and some ice water and shit. They were really cool. They asked if I wanted to go, smoke in the bathroom. I was like, nah, I'm good. And I'm just laying there. I thought I fell asleep, but I woke up and they were like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. I was just sleeping. They were like, you were flipping around like a fish. Turns out I had 3 more seizures inside there, which I'm all happy because I'm like, oh, it's recorded. Part 7. Okay, so anyway, besides the horrible conditions that these women are having to live in this damn jail, I'm so glad. Oh my gosh, my ex-husband at the time went and wiped my card out just like I thought he would. So when they came to me in the morning, they were like, they called my name. And I thought they were taking me to a different cell or something was wrong. I was like, damn, I hope they ain't about to prison rape me or some shit. Because, it's country shit. Anyway, so then I said, well, where am I going? He was like, get up, inmate. And I was like, I'm not going nowhere till you tell me where I'm going. I would be the one that argues about trying to get out, right? But I wanted to know where I was walking into. So it took the other one, the black one, came back and he's like, you're getting out. So my, ex-husband actually decided to bail me out. I asked my bail agent how much it cost to bail me out. He said $50. Part 8. Okay, so I'm sitting there, I'm getting my stuff back, my jewelry back, they're counting all my stuff, giving me my wallet, my purse. Then the officer said, I could give you an extra charge because you have multiple IDs with different names on them. Well, I had just got married and I had my maiden name and my marriage name, and he was just trying to be a dick. Totally trying to be a dick. So the bail bondsman was like, you know what, just don't even say anything. Let's just get out of here. Here's this paper, sign here, sign here. We get out. My ex, I could hear him in the front. If I don't get my wife, I'm calling the newscast. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So they were trying to get me out of there because I was a problem child. Most people in this area honestly could not afford to go get that kind of representation, especially for what happened with me. And I went to a civil rights lawyer attorney, and he actually happened to be gay, so he was feared. So we're leaving, and my ex-husband says they're tired. Part 9. So I get in the car with my ex-husband, and he goes, man, their tires are the shit. I said, because they kept hitting them damn curbs all the way here. They was hitting every curb. That dude was man, I think he was from hell. He might have been Lucifer himself. I don't know. Maybe his stepkid. I don't know. And he was like, he was like, that makes sense because all the tires. So he took pictures of the tires. And we're leaving, and I said, so how much did it cost to bail me out? And he said $2,500. Not knowing that I had already talked to the bail bondsman. I had paperwork in my hand. It only cost $50 to bail me out. Thank God I hid money and had other accounts. And he couldn't get in my safe, or I would have been a broke bitch. So I rested about, a few days. I called the attorney in Birmingham. We went out there to go see him, told him my story. He took my case. Part 10. So I hired the Hootie Tootie lawyer, went to Birmingham, got him. That cost me altogether about 10 grand. I refused to take the charges that they were trying to put on me. They were trying to put assault against a police officer, domestic violence, just a bunch of shit. And I'm like, I didn't even do anything. Okay, I didn't do anything. So my attorney came down a day before my court date, played golf with the judge, did his little thing, and then came back in his nice little, sporty car and everything. And he already had it set up for me. So when we went in court and everybody else has to go sit in the pews and sit over there and wait for court, we got to walk straight through and go to the judge's chamber. And I know they're thinking, who is that sedity bitch? So before we went in the judge's chamber, my lawyer said, do not open your mouth. I know you want to say something because how you are. Do not say nothing. Let me do all the talking. My then at the time husband was like, oh shit. Welcome to the shit show. I think this is 10. Not sure. Part 10. So I'm in the judge's chamber with him. And I shit you not when I say that this man looks like the man on the Colonel Fried Chicken bucket. Except he was like 400 pounds, not the skinny looking one on the bucket now. And just looking at me like he just wanted to just, whoo. And he asked me straight up, and he's all, I hear you gonna take all kinds of money from us. You suing us with a big lawsuit. Because I had a really good civil suit for all the abuse and everything that happened. So I didn't say nothing because my attorney said don't say nothing. But my tongue was burning. And the judge looked at my attorney. They talked. The judge looked at me and said, you got $500 right now. You want to go sit it out. So I grabbed the $500 out of my purse and I threw it on the desk. I didn't mean to do it that disrespectfully. I needed a word. He said, if it was up to me, Missy, you'd be doing 6 to 9 upstate. So let me tell you, when my attorney waved at me and was like, let's go, I was out, okay? I was too through. I didn't like Mr. Kentucky Fried Chicken Man, and he didn't like me either. Even though at this point, I still didn't do shit. So we're outside and we're talking about the civil suit that we're going to meet up later in Birmingham at his Birmingham office and talk about that because I was going to sue the state of Alabama. Before I had made it out that door, the judge said, if I even see you walking on the sidewalk, cricket, I'm sending you upstate. I want you. He was like, you going upstate. I had got out. I went told my daddy. I packed up everything in the house, everything. I got all my shit and I moved over to a different county. Fuck that shit. That dude had it out for me. And still to this day, I will hardly go over to that county. Unless he died or somebody needs to let me know he died. Fuck that shit. Yeah, so when people were like, well, why don't you smoke weed for your pain management or do edibles?